my name is Fred van Staden. We are currently in Edgemead, Cape Town, at my home residence, and which is also my workshop. I convert electric vehicles, or at least combustion vehicles, to electric vehicles. I studied electrical engineering and worked at various corporate companies in industrial electronics. Yeah, so follow me into the garage and I'll show you where the test bed is. Here we have an electric motor, which is just a 3 kilowatt motor. It could also be a 150 kilowatt motor or 200 kilowatts, depending on the size of it. We've got a controller and then of course a battery bank, which again can be scaled up much bigger. But this is just to illustrate the basic building blocks of an electric vehicle drivetrain. You have a throttle here which typically goes under the foot, which is mounted in the footwell of a vehicle, which you're all aware of, which is equivalent to an accelerator. This then gives a signal to the controller. The controller is fed by the battery, and then the controller then sends a pulse width modulated signal to the motor. If you put your foot down typically on there, the motor would start running. And there's almost no vibration on this. So this motor is actually liquid cooled. It's actually just got these pipes. I would typically run to a water pump, to a circulation pump, and then into a little radiator in the vehicle. Obviously it can get bigger. The bigger the vehicle is, the more cooling you would require. And of course the bigger motor would be here. So the first thing you see here is the radiator and the cooling fan, and then what you see behind there, that's the controller, which is got the cooling lines as well, as you can see, and of course the electrical connection. The controller, like if we showed on the test bed, then feeds to the electric motor, which is mechanically coupled and bolted onto the gearbox with an adapter plate and a shaft coupler, so that it actually drives the gearbox and then drives the vehicle. The batteries are behind the rear seat, and also right in the front in where the fuel tank used to be. So this is my own car. The reason I decided to do this conversion was because the car is easy to work on. It doesn't have power steering or power brakes. It's a very lovable car, and I decided to do the conversion to this vehicle, and it drives quite nicely. Thank you for joining us here. You're welcome to look us up at www.greenport.co.za.